Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Talk Craps. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching today's video. Today we're going to be doing, I guess, a strategy that is somewhat called a regress your risk strategy. This is probably going to be ideal for those beginner craps players, those players that want to have a lot of action out on the table, but then minimize it as the rolls are happening. So we'll play it out a little bit slowly, and then we'll go from there. We're going to assume that we've got another shooter, so we don't have any money on our pass line, and we're just trying to establish a point. So in this case, we've got a 4-1-5, points on the 5. What we're going to do is take note that we're going to be playing all of our numbers, and we've got ourselves $160 at risk right now, right? 150, 160. And so as we hit numbers 549, we're going to get $35. We're going to regress out of the 9, and we're going to rack it. We're minimizing our risk. 628. That's another 35. And we're going to regress that. We're trying to minimize our exposure. 314. Hey, this is working out great. 50 for 1. Okay. And we're going to regress the 4. And 6612 doesn't help us any. 527 out. So we're going to lose 75.80, but we were able to make more than $80 on that particular shooter. So that's kind of the gist of it. I'm going to roll it out a few more times just to see the consistency of it and what that could look like. 617, we're not any pass line or DP shooters. We're just waiting on a point to establish so that we can get on. Okay, so we're now at max risk of 160, and then we're going to start regressing as we hit these numbers. 538, so we hit the point, and we're going to get $35. We'll regress there. Our point is off. 6612, not going to help us. 628, we're back on the 8. And how about a 9? 639, so that's 35. We'll put that back in the rack. The goal is to hit every single one of the numbers. 224, that's 50 for 1. So we're already out of the hand if we were to lose right now. We've already won more than what we have exposed out there. 6-5-yo, and we want to try to capitalize on it. 6-6-12. If you feel like, so right now, if you feel like maybe instead of hitting the 10, you want to restructure it and go to the 9 or the 8, do that. The money's already out at risk. So here you can actually get $1 back and go to 24. And you didn't add any more exposure to your bet that's out there. If anything, you regressed by $1. 516. So 516 is going to pay 35. And we'll regress out of that. Okay. 213. No help. 224. No help. 448. We hit the point. And we get 27. Sorry, 28. And we can regress out of that too. And now the The beauty about that is now that we've regressed this far, and all we have is this $5 out there, we can roll it out again. That's an 826, and we can come back out. Totally up to you if that's what you want to do, but we can try it and see what happens. 527 out, that's what happens. Maybe I shouldn't have brought the money back out and just waited for the 7 to hit. That probably would have been a smarter bet. We are up a few, not much, but we are up. Yeah, we're up maybe about $50. And we are regressing our fear of betting so much money all at once. Six five yo, 314, 50 for one. 516, 35. 628, 35. 6410. There we go. That 10 worked out on that one that time. We've just got a couple more numbers to hit. 224. And then this is where you have to decide. 415. Hey, we hit. And we hit the point. And now this is where you could decide. I've got $25. I can spread this out over the 6 and 8. Coming out. 549, so we're on the 9. 639, point hit, so we're off. 617, good time to hit the 7. 639, back on the 9. 112, no help to us. 527 out. So not much changed other than we lost $25 on that one. But if we take a look at our rack, we're back. We are back in the black. So there's our 600. $75. That's another 100. What is that? 130. 135, 139. 139 off of $600 by playing up and down. And we did hit a 0.7 out when we regressed through $160 back out again, and we 7'd out right away. So even after that loss, we still came back in, and we're able to capitalize on the regression of our place bets. I don't know if that's the best strategy out there or not, but there's a lot of exposure up front, and then you start to regress that exposure as you bring in money back to your rack. And I think that that's a great maybe style of thinking how to play. We'll see how well it does maybe in future videos in comparison to maybe the 6 and 8 strategy, the 6, 7, 8 strategy or something like that. Thank you all so much for tuning in for this short video. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching, and we hope to catch you on the next one.